Are we going? Are we going? Perfect. We're in. We're back again, guys. Welcome to Unhinged Streams with little to no forethought. That's YouTube. Wow, that's funny. Funny that you think I'm. Funny that you're having to tell me that I've gone live. Okay. Hello, Feather! Damn, you popped up quick. This is. See, the thing is, I'm here and I'm streaming again because I haven't done it in a while, but I've kind of joined without any foreplans. Like, I didn't even have time to make an actually good stream thumbnail. I'm just using one of the old ones, which I do need to update. I need to update to have like a basic one that I can use. Anyways, we're doodling, and so I gotta think of things to doodle, and I also gotta hope that Fire Alpaca doesn't decide that it's wanting to cause me pain, and that's very unlikely, it seems. Ooh, what you eating? Or like... Peak, guys. This is my incredible art. I might have to go IRL if Streamlabs decides it wants to be super pernickety about stuff. Let's close Discord. Okay, there we go. It's cool when everything starts freaking out. Perfect. Why does Fire Alpaca never want to work properly? It's really not nice. Okay, let's close the big one and let's get a more typical smaller canvas. I still haven't finished this. I really need to finish this. I just keep having it open, hoping that eventually I'm gonna do something and fix all the like issues that I still have with it, and I haven't yet. So I need to lock in and do that actually. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that. I need to... There's so much stuff to do and no energy to do it. Why? Why is this the curse of doing art stuff? The real curse is Fire Alpaca deciding that when I want to stream, it doesn't want to draw properly. Like, you can see that I do the movement and then it's like... Like, you can see... It's funny just how, like, far ahead it decides it wants to be. Oh. See, this is what we have to do. We have to do, like, the little circle warm-ups that people do till eventually it starts wanting to work again. This is just gonna be us for a little while. Let me think of something to talk about. Um, well, what things do I want to draw? The thing is, I kind of just want to draw Grian and Scar, but I can't keep just drawing Grian and Scar. The whole idea of like doing the different designs for all of the Life series characters is that it'll make me not draw Grian and Scar as much. But then that hasn't, like, it's just made me miss them more. And so there might be a large amount of those doodles. I do also need to come up with an idea of which character I'm gonna do next, because I want to keep doing them because they're fun and also they make good content. Whoa, crazy! I I just want cool content. That's evil of me. But yeah. So it's probably that, and then also requests, since I'm bored. Also, I might, cause for some reason my like little comic strip panel with Green and Scar from my silly little heroes and silly little personal heroes and villains AU got a couple of likes. I might like talk about that because it's such a silly little thing, and I need to like get more thoughts out of my head while I have them. It's just the kid. That's one sec. Where's the imposter gone? I need the imposter back so that he can sit beside me in case of rage. He's been very helpful recently, to be fair though, so maybe we'll treat him nicely. But that only depends. Okay, let's just try draw green. Let's just see if this will work at all. We're not no undoing. Just my relatively normal green design, not what he looks like in the fic, because they're a wee bit different. My normal green has ended up being a lot more angular than I expect, and that's not just. No, I undoed when I said I wouldn't undo. Oh well. Okay, so this is just like a preview of what our drawing quality is gonna be like. My boy, what have they done to you? Fire Alpaca, what are you doing to him? This is not what I drew. I did try to make him look good. Why have you? See, I think Fire Alpaca hates content. It hates it hates doing fun stuff. It likes being evil and menacing. You know what? I'm just gonna make sure that both Green and Scar are in the frame because they're here for emotional support. The other thing is, I do feel like I might be getting a bit sick because my dad was sick and my brother was sick recently, and my brother tends to wander into my bedroom without, like, he just wanders around the house in a sort of amorphous pattern. So I feel like he's probably left his sickness in my bedroom. which is really irritating. But hopefully it's not too bad and I'm not getting sick and it is just like a scratchy throat, which is my only symptom. Okay, those are just glitches on the screen. It's so laggy. I don't want to spend the whole time just complaining about the lag, but it's worse than when I've tried to play Minecraft. But yeah, we're probably gonna talk about the silly boys actually, because I want to talk about this because I really, really, really want to write an actual comic for it. Not like, well, I don't want to write a comic because that's a lot of work for something that I probably wouldn't be able to finish or like at least do fully by myself. And I'm like, if I were to go down that route, I'd want to be able to have all the control that I need over it. So it'd probably be like a one-man job where occasionally I'm releasing singular pages at a time. But yeah, that doesn't seem like the most appealing option. But then, like, the other thing that I want to do is, I know, I want to write the fan fiction. I want to like flesh out the AU and make it a thing. But what's really irritating is the fact that I have like two modes of writing, and writing mode 1 is just writing dialogue, which lends itself to a comic. However, again, that's like a lot of art and commitment that I have to sort of put on myself if I want to do it. And it's fun doing like little mini scenes or little panels for it, but doing entire like plots and storylines, while it would be really fun and I could do it in a very similar like simple style, it's just, it's a lot of work and a lot of time put into something when I kind of don't have the time for it. But then the other problem is, like, again, creative writing I find difficult because usually I get to a point where usually I describe so much and like I do really detailed descriptions of backgrounds, and then I get to a point where a character is having dialogue and then I can't not make the dialogue go on forever. It's really hard for me to make people end a conversation because I'm aware of all the plot details going on, even when a character might not be at the time. And because I write things out of sync, it then means things are always a bit wacky. But yeah, that's kind of my main annoyance with trying to write the fic at the moment. I just want to write people talking to each other, but I don't know how to make them stop talking to each other. And I don't want to just be like, we're going to cut away from this scene and move on to two other people talking to each other. Because then I feel like people are going to get really dialogued. But then if I were to make it into just a like mini comic strip about it, then I wouldn't have to worry about writing the other stuff and I could just script the dialogue, which would work. It's so annoying because because like that I do want to do that. I like career wise, I feel like comic book artist is probably like I like animation and I do want to do some animation when I'm older, but on a whole, it's not like something that I'm really in love with. And also on an animation team, while you can like just go off and do a bunch of different things and be relatively separate, you do have to communicate a lot with people and you have a lot of deadlines and stuff, which I don't like. Maybe that would be good for me having really set deadlines, but I also feel like I'm currently actively avoiding doing my RME homework. So, I don't know, and it is due tomorrow. So, I don't know. About to make a shelter home. We buried it all song. I'm also trying not to sing because that's something I shouldn't be doing really. Because my voice is sore. It's it's not productive. Theoretically and realistically, streaming is also not productive when I've got a sore voice, but unfortunately I'm already here now and 17 minutes isn't 17 minutes is a pretty disappointing stream length as somebody who almost consistently makes them at least 2 hours. It's really hating me at the moment, and I don't know why it's deciding to be like this actually. I might have to do a physical doodling stream instead of a digital doodling stream because Fire Alpaca just seems that it doesn't want to draw. Oh, I really want to redo actually more of my like animations of my characters because I have the old really old like was it like there's Twig and then there's the song and he's being like got a cool no, got a nice dad and I got a cool mum or something. I've like been wanting to redo that one. I have like I just stepped off a plane, I've got one regret. I know I'll never get closure or ever see how it ends. Cause fucking Stone Star and um Dawnpour. So I love them. I love them. Cause also like it feels such a weird like because Twig Branch talks to evil ghosts and then Dawnpour talks to good ghosts and they're so silly. I love that trio's dynamic. It's such a silly, goofy group of cats. Yeah. Again, because I want to be productive, but like I'm not sure what I can like. I have I do have that I could technically work on. I was doing the Dungeons and Dragons characters because I love them. I love them so much. As as a Dungeons and Dragons enjoyer, I literally have Dungeons and Dragons Club tomorrow. Rian and Scar playing D&D is like peak. It is absolutely so peak, but then I don't have the time to watch the live streams, and it's really irritating because I get home, I crash and I fall asleep, and then when I come to, there's another 4-hour video. I'm not good at watching live streams, and it's really upsetting because there's so many cool series that I want to be able to watch that I just can't because unfortunately I don't have the attention span for it. But I do have the attention span for it, but I just also don't because I have watched an 8-hour video all about Doctor Who. And I watched it just over the weekend, and then I was done with it in 3 days. But I don't know, it's a lot of content because I want to be able to watch Cowboys SMP. I want to go back and see all the vampires stuff. But those are videos, but it's just again hard to go back. And I also really want to watch the D&D stuff, but 4 hours is multiple 4-hour sessions, or 4.5 hours even, is just too much for my little lizard brain to be able to stay attention for. And then I just end up going on to shorts to get a little bit of dopamine before I go back to it, and then I just never go back to the short or never go back to the long form, and I find a different video to watch because 8 for 8 half-an-hour videos in a row I can deal with, but as soon as it's one massive video, then it's just really difficult for me to stay tuned. But I need to lock in and watch the D&D sessions because I still need to finish session 0 because I caught the first half of the actual stream, but then I had to go and I didn't end up watching the second half. Yeah, I was working for a little bit on a wee twig intro animation because I wanted to stick it on the Lizzie video, but then I started it too late, and so I was just better to wait. But I do want to finish this because I think this would be really cute, and so at some point I'm gonna do this. And then I also have the map part that I need to do. Oh, there's so much stuff. There's too much stuff. I'm gonna get my sketchbook and I'm gonna do some doodling because I don't think Fire Alpaca particularly wants to be good at being a drawing. And also I can show you the comic stuff that I got. It's not comic, but it's I do have no, it's a comic, but because I do want to do this kind of animation-y stuff. I got a awesome Marvel comic because I thought the art style was just so cool. It's Demon Wars, and so maybe I can look at that and do some study sketches in my sketchbook for the thing, and then try apply it to Grian because Grian, the Green Heroes and Villains AU absolutely has, like, later on, I don't want to spoil stuff too much, but I know that I would very much want to include like some slightly body horror stuff. And also for the comic that I do intend to actually do, Creatures from the Void, that is also like sort of related to what this cool thing is. So let's turn on the web. Yes. Oh, and actually the lighting's not too bad, to be honest. I don't know how I can set up my phone to be a camera, unless there's a way that I can, like, plug it in and then have it be a... I mean, we can find out. That's a microphone jack. That's a second. I don't know if that would just... If I used this cable, if that would only make it a, if that would make it, like, charge from the computer, or if I can then make it, like, connect from it. Let's find out if this is a thing that I can do. 'Cause I have, like... multi-streams? That's a different thing. Scenes. How can we, this is really confusing. Maybe we call this tech support stream. Why can't I toggle it while live? A sec. Doodles and tech support. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. We're currently doing struggles. I'm using Streamlabs and I'm trying to find a way to... Oh, is it like frozen? Because that's really annoying if it is. Let me unplug this because I feel like that's glitching it. I'm trying to find a way to get my phone to... I don't know if there's a way to get my phone to work as a camera, because I've got my laptop and I don't have an actual camera to do streaming from. And so I'm one sec, let me close the web and then return the web back on in hopes that that's... Yeah. I want to be able to have a camera that I can use so that people can actually see my sketchbook when I do IRL doodling streams. But it seems that my terrible tech skills are insistent on making it not work. Yeah, okay, I'm glad that worked. I'm glad my one bit of tech knowledge, turning it off and on again, has saved us this time. Because unfortunately unfortunately, if something goes wrong and that doesn't work, I can't do anything about it. But we're gonna survive and hopefully do some cool stuff. Because cool stuff that maybe the camera will pick up on actually and not make everything look super washed out. Because I don't know if there's a way to do color grading from just the actual thing, but like I don't think there is. Color space, has that changed anything? Can that let's go back to default color range. Can we do full color range, and will that make things come up? I don't know if that's any better. Is there any ways that I can add a I don't know. Okay, cool. See, what I need is I need a way to have, like, I don't know, we're stuck. I'm afraid we're gonna be stuck with this, because I don't know how to make it work. To be fair, that does look a little bit better, and maybe I can make the webcam, like, a little bit zoomed more in on the sketchbook again, because that might help. Yay! See, the thing is, though, now I also don't know what to draw. I had ideas while I had my glitchy tablet out, and now that I actually can do stuff, this is the pain that comes from just trying to exist. I'm glad of that, at least. I'm glad that I can provide some semblance that I know what I'm doing. Before this channel, I had another channel where I did a lot of streaming on it, and I don't really know anything. Like, I know where some of the settings are, but I've been wanting to set up having a different camera for ages, but I just haven't yet. So maybe if somebody smart joins, then we can both be saved. But until then, I got a cool comic that I want to do, like, studies from. That's what I was gonna do, but, like, with life series characters. Cause they're silly, and the art style in this is so cool, cause there's not, like, colors in it, it's just the lines, but the action and everything is so cool, and I haven't fully gone through and read the whole thing yet, but I need to, cause it's like amazing, and I'm gonna use this for, like, studies. And it's a Marvel comic, which shocked me when I saw it in the bookstore, because I didn't realize they had bought series like this or stuff like that. But it's Demon Wars, and also there's a Birdman on the cover. If I'm gonna find poses with him, and I'm gonna draw Grian, cause I kind of legally have to, you know? When Birdman doth appear, you gotta lock in and draw the green. Okay, let's... Exactly. It's very clearly, obviously green. Look at how look at one sec. It's so difficult to get the thing to see what I want it to see. Look at how protective this guy is. Imagine that woman is Scar. It's basically green, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly this man is... So we're gonna try do a... It's so cool. Desert duo. I'm clinically deranged by these guys. It's a bit of a problem. Scar's on my wall. And then I've got a little corner that's like mostly Minecraft stuff, and I'm can I one sec. Don't break. Tommy, don't break. I've got a brag. I've got the physical double-hearted, and like I also need to do like studies of this because again it's so cool. I need more. I'm clinically diseased by these guys. People ask me what's wrong. People see me and assume that what's wrong with me is... People think that the only thing wrong with me is the autism. No, these guys are what's wrong with me. Freaking these guys are what's wrong with me. Honestly, I'm so glad I spent money on it because it's so cool. It's so cool. Correct, you have to have the Desert Duo Shrine. Like, or not Desert Duo Shrine. For me, it's a Desert Duo Shrine, but you gotta have a Minecraft YouTuber shrine in your home. You can't legally call yourself, I don't know, normal if you don't have it. Okay. Let's lock in and actually try to draw this guy being cool. He's got a cool look about him. And he's going enough. If a Birdman came up to me and went enough like that, and I don't know what I'd be doing for him to have to say that, but I'd do it. I'd listen to him. That's a man that I would listen to. Yippee! See, that's the goal. That's... If I can inspire one person, then I've made it. So... He's got, like, heavy eyebrows. I feel like I've made him a bit too squished, but I can't fully tell. He's definitely too far up in the corner, and I'm gonna have to cut off some of his, like, cool wings and stuff, but... It's okay. We'll recover. And his eyebrow comes down. It's like... This is so cool, because it uses, like... really good variations in, like, straight lines and curved lines. and I love that. I've not. I've seen. I was there for the first part of session 0 where they were making the characters, and I've almost finished that stream. But I need to watch the actual like session 1 that they've done. I need to find the time to go through it because I play D&D. I love D&D. I love D&D so much that I have an Aarakocra character who is also a paladin, and the paladin oath that they have is the Oath of the Watchers, which makes me insanely giggly and happy because, like, that was like a homebrew thing that wasn't initially made for me because I joined a D&D game late, but it's so cool. I've been thinking about like life series Dungeons and Dragons. I think the last stream that I did, I ended up talking about what what classes or not classes. Yeah, no classes I think different like life members would be if they were to like be in a D&D world. It's so cool and it's like my dream come true. And I might need to sec, that's the wrong thing. But I do have Fire Alpaca open. One sec. If I find the right thing, I don't know how I can make it show. But I have like done some doodles of the characters, specifically Green and Scar's characters, because Mr. Wizard and Max Blunder are absolutely incredible. But there you go. And I want to draw the other ones, but I've been running out of time, and also I haven't drawn Grian and Scar in a long time, and usually like they're the only people that I draw, but I've been like trying to make designs for other people. So also with I love drawing them in silly robes as well. I think that's so fun. I mean, he's got a Scar is the epitome of big hats. I feel like it would be wrong to not give him a big hat just because it's a D&D world. Mr. Wizard is like just Scar, right guys? That's just who he is. It doesn't go that far. It like comes down and then it goes into his like neck. That is the correct response, I reckon. Honestly, I don't I don't know what other like class he could have been. I've been like headcanoning Green as I don't know if I ever put Green down as cleric because I have multiple lists where I said what which one they would be if they were in D&D, but I think I always Green's like in Minecraft character, I always thought he would be a paladin. Um but yeah, Green always gave off rogue paladin vibes, but him being a cleric also makes so much sense. And I am really, really okay with this. 'Cause, 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 'C this has to go further. This has to come down. This is like a straight line. And then I feel like I've squished his face too much. No. Honestly, I feel like it's just it's somewhat like it's somewhat usually the healers are the characters you expect to be super sensible, and cleric is or paladins are also very healer types, but they kind of escape that headcanon because of the smiting that they do. But like having a really chaotic healer I think is really really fun. Okay. Yeah, it's so good. It's I've like this is the dream. I was like my worlds are colliding when it happened and I'm just I cheered. I got up out of my bed when I saw the Instagram post, like did a little dance in my bedroom, walked out into the corridor and was like, "It's happening!" And then my mum was really really confused about what I meant. Yeah, it's it's so sick. Like it was like worlds colliding because I had seen like the clips of other hermits talking about D&D, and Gem and Scar always seemed like people who would do it. um Grian, I kind of wasn't holding out much hope for him. Like I thought he would enjoy it if he ever got into it, but I never really like held out much hope that it would ever happen, or if it would happen I didn't think they'd like live stream it. So it's so peak and I'm so happy. I just need to escape from school so that I can actually watch it all and not be trapped. It's so minimalist. I don't know how like the line weight from this comic and like the like it's probably because they had a bunch of sketches underneath, but it's so good. It like I'm gonna I'm gonna have to fight some people so that I can escape school, and then I can actually enjoy watching the show. Cause this is like watching D&D is fully like watching a TV show. At least to me it is. So this is It's the Green TV show that I've always wanted. Hello, son! Welcome. I'm doing studies based on a cool Marvel comic that I got that's got a Birdman in it. And so it's basically green. He's so like evil and intimidating, but also cool. And we love the bird boy. If ever you're unsure how to make a character likable, just make them a bird. That's the best advice anybody can ever give you. Oh no, this study's gonna be. We're committed though. I'm committed to. It's because I've not like done. I probably should have mapped out proportions or something first, and instead I've not done that, and I've just tried to go in at it freehand, which realistically not the best thing to do if I'm going for accuracy, but at the same time, I think I like making things most difficult for myself. Exactly. I do that, but with butterfly wings a lot. I've got like at least 12 characters where I was just like, how do I make this person cooler? I know. I'll give them butterfly wings. Okay, what I've discovered is that this is going a lot more difficultly. Difficultly? Yeah, sure, that's the word. It's going a lot more tricky than I expected it was gonna be. So I've got some transparent sticky notes somewhere around here, and I'm gonna use those to my evil advantage to first trace it, and then I can have it on my sketchbook at the same time, and that way it'll work better. Antlers are so good. Or like just any head adornment. Just like you've got a cool face now. That's and then suddenly the character is immediately elevated. Where are the sticky notes? Can I not see them because they're transparent and they're hiding from me? Or did I put them somewhere else, thinking it would be easier for me to find them, like a fool? That is also fair. Gem, I really like drawing, like, I really enjoyed doing my gem drawing because it was really, really fun. It was difficult, like, the hair was the most anxious part, but besides that, I feel like I have a very clear idea of what she looks like in my head, and so it's really fun to draw her. Yeah. There's so much variation on her designs too. which is super duper cool. Because there's some life series designs where maybe it's just the part of the internet that I engage with, but there's like not as much variation because they've got a relatively canon design. Like I feel like Impulse, there's certain variations on him, but for the most part it's relatively the same formula, whereas Gem has like so much nuance in her design and a lot of different skins that get utilized really well. Where are these sticky notes? I'm getting annoyed now. Some fool came in here, tidied his bedroom, and just didn't put the sticky notes in the most obvious place to look immediately. Like a fool. Oh, fucking... Anyways, I found the sticky notes. They were in an obvious position. I'm just blind. Success. Do I use the fresh ones? Yeah, because this one's got a little flipbook animation in the bottom corner, and I can't ruin that. They're so good. Like, I've somewhat only recently become a transparent sticky note person, but ever since I have, I've been incredibly grateful for it being in my life. I'm gonna use a pen though, because the pens tend to show up better on it. Do I use green? Now let's go for red. I'm really not good at tracing stuff. This is... Okay. I'm gonna lock in and actually do this well so that the reference image will be okay. I kind of don't want to also have to draw the lady, but she's kind of in the way. So I might... Oh, there, and then curves up. I can't tell if this is his hair or more feathers. Either way, it's cool. Either way, I love this guy. there any, like, do want to, like, come down and do a lot of his body, actually, as well, because, like, the clothing for this is really cool. Kind of. That's honestly a pretty good comparison, and it's sick. Like, I haven't. It's another one of those things where I haven't found the time to go through and read the whole thing because I need to. Like, I just saw the art style and fell in love with the art style, and so I do need to, like, find out what this whole thing's about because it seems sick. I honestly want to get into a lot more, like, anime and manga and TV and stuff because it's super iconic, and it very much has affected, like, art and animation industries, and also because it's something that I want to do when I'm older. It'll be, like, good to have those kind of influences on both my art style and also, like, my writing style, because I know it's sick. It's so cool. But it's hard to find the time when there's the alternative option of watching something that I've already watched for the 15th millionth time. Okay. I feel like I've gotten a relatively good. Oh no, I didn't do his eyes. That's okay. It's not lined up properly. Hmm. See, my advice: go back to your roots. Enjoy your comfort show. Never watch anything new ever. That's that's totally clearly the only correct option in this scenario. So, you heard it here first, folks. Twig Branch support never trying anything new ever. like I've still, like, I started watching Queen's Gambit for the first time, and then I didn't finish it, and I started watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel for the first time, and then I didn't finish watching it. There's so much stuff where I just, like, stopped. However, I'm in the middle of my 14th rewatch of Merlin BBC, and nothing has stopped me yet. See, technically I do have the time to watch the D&D special, but that my time is, I'm just too busy watching Merlin for the millionth time. Somebody needs to put a stop to me, to be honest. It's too much. Can I line this up straight so that it's... Okay, cool. Merlin's so good. Okay. You know what I just said about never watching any new shows? If you haven't watched Merlin, you need to watch it. I'm like... Exactly. 15 is such a round number. And if I get to 15, why not just round it up to 20? Like, I feel like... And then 20's kind of like odd. Like 20's divisible by a couple of numbers, but I feel like 25 feels like a more apt number. Oh no. I forgot that Sun was here. I forgot. I know what he's going... Sorry, I know what they're going to ask, and... We're just gonna try and move on before she starts... Oh no. I'm really intimidated at the moment. Somebody help me, please. I'm not safe. Oh no. Okay, in my defense, I did start watching it. I did, like, get halfway through the first live stream, and then I just started watching Merlin. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. I want to watch it. There's just this show called BBC Merlin where, like, and it, like, does some weird magic, and then I'm, like, back in the building again, and I can't... Also, I haven't watched any Bannerfall yet. Like, I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be so cool, I can't wait to watch this, and then I just haven't. I'm not good at consuming content. Like, I started this season of Hermitcraft being like, I'm gonna watch Scar's videos and Mumbo's videos, and then I watched both of their first episodes, and then I just didn't, and now I'm just watching Grian again. I'm not... I'm not adept at watching multiple different things. That's fair. Mr. Wizard... Mr. Wizard would absolutely approve of watching Merlin. He probably knows Merlin. I'm waiting for honesty. Honestly, that's fair. Do not worry about that. The reason I watch Grian is because I'm not able to watch something with consistent content. Grian's my comfort guy because he doesn't put any pressure on me to be there every week. That's why I love him so much. This is a safe environment for slacking on Hermitcraft. Like other other series like Scar's POV, Mumbo somehow lives on a mountain and also posts more consistently than Grian does. Like, exactly. If you're watching multiple POVs or just watching anybody with a consistent upload schedule, or God forbid you're watching Doc M77 with his hour-long episodes, you just gotta you've got to acknowledge that you need a break sometime. The hermits need breaks sometimes, so do the viewers. Your therapist said you're not emotionally stable enough yet to be able to partake in the watching of Hermitcraft. I We'll all blame Avid. We'll stand by with you. You don't have to explain yourself. We can all point fingers at him and everything will be good. Honestly, Doc's episodes are like I've watched some of Doc's episodes, like All Snatcher ones. I still need to watch Vampires SMP actually. That's another thing that I need to do. There's too much content to consume and I can't deal with it. Because then it keeps coming out as well. Every time I think, oh, I've watched the content, there's more of it. It doesn't make any sense. It's like they've got a bag of holding, and then they just keep throwing more at you. I'm like the second I start watching something else, Green is gonna start consistently posting again, and then I have no idea what I'm gonna do with myself. Like, okay, now we're gonna grab my Betu. Now that I've vaguely outlined what his proportions are looking like vaguely done an outline. Oh, bye! Bye, son. Thank you for popping in for a little bit, and we'll see. It depends how quickly I get tired, which might be never, so see you later, or I don't know, bye. That's a. He's got a more thicker neck than I gave him initially. Like if this is the head circle, then it's somewhat in the middle where the thing is, and then this bit kind of bounces off the top and is like. We're actually locking in. Oh my god, this is much better than the first one I did. See, tracing is in fact a tool. Now I'll be able to learn about the line weight and stuff. Figure out how these mad people do this art, because it's so sick. It's so cool. Exactly. It's like there's so many different uses for it as well. Like, cause in the past, before I was like posting any of my art anywhere, I did trace quite a bit, but I usually traced and then used the trace drawings to practice like coloring in. And then that's like helped me progress in that particular skill set. And then when I was like done, like I felt happy with my coloring skills, then I would like use tracing to help me sort of understand bits of bodies and stuff. Because I don't like learning anatomy. I hate learning anatomy. Anatomy sucks. Everybody should just throw it out the window because at some point you're gonna go do a character design course and you're basically like everyone's like, oh yeah, no, but you need to know the core anatomy to understand how to make cool designs anyway, so it doesn't even matter if you don't know the basics. You have to know the rules before you break them. But like, just break them. The only anatomy I know is from drawing Scar buff a bunch of times. And like that's the only real use of anatomy is drawing buff men. I don't know. I don't. Exactly. And then like you draw him buff, you get good at drawing him buff, and then you basically can draw people. That's how I learned art. I learned art by drawing Scar. That's his neck is still wrong, and fucking line art is still bad. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Tech support just crashed. Excuse me, Streamlabs? I don't know what just happened. I don't know if this is still working. Let's find out. It's working? Okay, because my thing's like broken. So I'm just gonna have to have my phone next to me for chat. Because it's not. Like, Streamlabs isn't showing up for me. So that is irritating. But what's more irritating is the fact that this guide won't work. I don't know how to. I don't know how. I'm just gonna have the little trace guy in the bottom corner, and I'm gonna do some silly warm-up stuff because I haven't done any warm-up stuff yet, and I'm gonna blame that on it, and then we're gonna find a way of like, my goal is to make a decent drawing of that by the end of this stream. It's not directly traced, but like copied over. And so, I don't know. What do we doodle? What do we doodle to warm up? A little impulse? We can do a little impulse. Let me just quickly finish this wee twig, and then we'll. Honestly, Impulse is a good call because I think the only drawing of Impulse I have in this sketchbook is Impulse Pizza. So I do need an Impulse in here. It was so good. Guess the Build is my favorite. I I love it so much. Before Wildlife came out, um, I was like, I was really peddling the narrative. I wanted Wildlife to be a prank on everybody, like there not being an actual life series coming out, and then all the teasing of, oh, we've got a super long recording that's been coming out for a while, or like that we've had planned for a while. I was like, I believed in the narrative that it was secretly just a really long life series themed Guess the Build, and I was like, I wanted it so bad. I wanted it more than it being an actual another life series, just because Green has so much power. The power of like being the person and creator and inventive mind behind the life series gives him like such influence, and I really just want him to go crazy with the power and end up pranking absolutely everybody, because if I had I would be that mean. So I need to text my mum because otherwise she's gonna come up here and say something embarrassing while I'm live streaming. Um okay. Hopefully she'll get that. Um exactly. Like, I wouldn't blame him either. If he tricked me like that, I would just be like, fair game. You've earned this power. Okay, perfect. My mother has promised to not be weird. Okay. We got a little warm up. I was lift the thing up a wee bit. Warm up twig. Lift it a little higher. There we go. So now we're gonna do impulse. I've not. Do I have any like impulse drawings? I don't. I do have one of the G's, but I don't have like. Impulse is one of the people that I want to draw more often, but I just don't. Thank you so much. See, it comes from my warrior cats training. Okay, let's. I don't. His face shape's not right, and I've given him a strangely sassy position. I need to. He's not got a circular head either. What am I doing? Where's my classic rectangle? Let's give him his wee imp horns and. The only like recent time that I've drawn just impulse was Hermita May last year. I need to branch out and be better at drawing everybody. What I've given. Huh? What's it? January, February, March, April, May. Oh wow, yeah. It's before. I forgot that it's before Art Fight. Actually, I. can't. Okay, it's like that. Why can't I just do both eyes? Make them look good. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm just gonna. I'm not. I'm disappointed in myself. This is not. I'm gonna have to redo this. This is not the impulse that I know and love. The thing is, when I doodle, like, I don't do a lot of traditional art, and so when I do traditional art, it's usually like at like during school, and then it's like just in the margins, and then typically it's usually like my own characters. Thank you. I'll try to believe in myself too. Okay, let's do goes like that. This shirt sort of flares out a bit. Like, I did them at the same time, but then one of the eyes just turns out differently, and it's really irritating. Like, it feels like the pencil texture just, like, changes from one stroke to the other, and it's throwing me off. But I can't really blame that. I just think I'm overcomplicating the eyes. Maybe I just need to try a different design generally. Maybe I need to give him green eyes. There we go. That's more impulsy. Yeah, it's frustrating as like it's definitely what I find most frustrating and difficult. And like my eye drawings like change, or like the style that I draw eyes in changes from one drawing to the next. So it's like in some ways it's easier because I don't have to maintain quite the same level as consistency, but it also means that I've got like it's harder for me to compare myself from one thing over. That's better. Things to change. There we go. That's Impulse's eyes. So I feel like I've gone really quiet. I kind of just like lock in at certain points, and then it's hard for me to draw and provide the same level of absolutely life-changing commentary I was before. Let's give him hairy arms because I like that. I think it's fun. I think it's such a fun little design for him. Yay! I'm glad. I'm glad. I feel like the proportions are definitely a bit off. Like usually I make him a little bit more like square proportionally, and he's a bit round, but I don't want to. I kind of have to sort that. I've kind of got to commit to being okay with messing things up a lot more, so I'm gonna try not to faff with it too much. Oh, same. I don't know what shoes to give him. That's my lot. Oh, shoes are like it's on scale of difficulties in art. The first one is having an idea that you like and have the energy to commit to. The second one is drawing the eyes the same. Then it's shoes, and then it's hands. So we're just gonna leave him feetless, and I kind of wanna try to figure out where it is. He's move it over this way actually. I like I try not to as best as I can, but I never feel like I succeed quite well enough. Yay! Wins! Wins for Win City. We've succeeded. No problem. Thank you for requesting him actually, because he is really fun to draw, and I wanna like lock in and draw him. There's so many people I wanna draw more often, and he is one of them. Absolutely. Okay, I need more silly doodles. Let's you let's one sec, let's bring the imposter out front. Cause he's not one sec. This guy need to lift this up a wee bit more so you can see him. This is the imposter. He's he's like the physical manifestation of all artists' doubts, shames, and fears. So he's got flu sticking out of him. Go back in. He brings both pain and joy. What are we gonna draw today, strange little guy? Unfortunately, it. you would think that, wouldn't you? But in this household, no, the imposter receives no grace. He may be cute, but do not let him deceive you. He is full of malice and contemption, which is why sometimes we have to throw him against the wall. When the imposter starts acting up again, you go, I'm not going to throw him just now. We're on good terms at the moment, but never trust him. Sometimes you have to take out your rage on a physical manifestation of all your problems. And this physical manifestation just so happens to be incredibly cute. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my roots and do a little green doodle. And then try and think of something else I can do to warm up. Thank you for coming and hanging out. It has been very fun. So thank you for making it a good time. And I hope to see you again in the future. If my wacky antics has not scared you off. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or evening, or I know time zones, but yeah. Bye. Honestly, in my mind doesn't get it at all. Wasn't ready at all. Okay. same. Doesn't get it, doesn't get it, doesn't get it at all. Doesn't get it at all. There's my guy. Look at him, he's frolicking, guys. Rare instance of Green feeling joy and happiness and not being traumatized. I do want to semi go to bed early tonight because, like, I've not. It's not really gone to bed early this whole week, and it would kind of be impressive of me to do that. So, I don't know how long this stream is looking so far, but I'm gonna probably finish this green doodle, maybe do a wee scar or hot guy doodle, and then go to bed, to be honest. And I wanted to stream for longer, but I do have school, and it is kind of important. And I also need to remember to bring in my because I've got the D&D kit that we use for our D&D club, and so I need to have enough energy in the morning to remember to bring that to school. Man in my tongue. Okay, there's my green. I don't know if I have a highlighter, because I don't think I might do actually. I might have some in my old pencil case that I used to use. before I stopped using a pencil case. You have a teal one. I also have an orange one. Oh, I also have a gay multicolored thing. I also have some fine liners that I might use for this scar. So let's see what we can do. I've been trying to do like more interesting poses and stuff. So let me find a drawing of hot guy, like a cool hot guy pose from this. I can then use as reference. This is sick. Okay, we're gonna. This is difficult to find a way of holding the like book. Sensibly enough. Okay, I'm just gonna switch over to the orange because this one's really dry. Okay. I might take the brush one actually and like practice line weight stuff. I don't know. I'm not too happy about that one, to be fair. The thing is, part of the big problem is my desk. I've got like a really annoyingly like high up desk, and so everything I draw kind of gets elongated a bit. But that's my very rough like study. Like I want to do a full spread of like actual proper studies where I do things a lot neater. And then I do stuff from these two books because they're so cool. The art in them is really, really good. And the Life series fans know how epic Double Hearted is. But Marvel is like, this is so good as well. So I know. I want to get a lot more like comic illustrated novels so that I can like have a whole reservoir of stuff that I can do studies on when I want to. But I'm probably gonna go to bed now actually because it's relatively late. But I'm gonna head off now. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming back and rewatching the stream. If you have like a crazy person and you manage to get all the way to the end, consider subscribing if you think my chatter is cool enough. Consider hanging out again if you want to. It's it's cool being able to do this stuff, like this arty stuff, and I wanna keep doing it and keep doing live streams and keep making new videos, and yeah, it's just fun and cool. So thank you. Uh and I hope you have a good day, evening, or night. Bye bye. Bye bye. It's not working, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm taking in my comic vote tomorrow for State Parade. Don't know why it took so long.